I'm exhausted. Look at me. How are you? How are you? I just had a whole bunch of errands to run too, so I'm like all over the place. It's hot out. I should have did the reading inside. Why I keep coming on complaining? I love you guys. I don't have much to complain about, I'll tell you that. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I'm gonna let you guys pop on. I'm gonna let you pop on. Hi. I'm gonna lift my pant legs up. What was I thinking? Not putting shorts on. Ugh. A tank top and shorts. I don't know what I was thinking. Hi. I wasn't thinking. Too much thinking is no good, right? How was you guys this weekend? It must have been a crazy weekend for you guys, but a good weekend. You know, can you allow someone to touch your crystal? If you want, but it's tricky. I don't let people touch mine, you know, unless I'm trying to like heal someone. I'll be like, all right, take my crystal. But it's temporary. It's a temporary take. And then when you take it back, cleanse it. But if it's someone that you know and you love, then go ahead. My weekend was fantastic. It's so crazy. And 2 people emailed me. Well, the only 2 that I looked at briefly was like, oh my God, did you streamed at like 3 in the morning? I was in bed Saturday night at 3 in the morning. I was knocked out by like 2 o'clock. So I don't know what that's all about. But I did see something like when I woke up the next day and I deleted it. I should have kept it up. But I was like, I don't remember. And of course, like I'm half asleep, right? And I'm like, I went live, delete. Because Saturday night was crazy. So we did the camping thing Friday. And then it was supposed to rain. So originally I was supposed to be in the city all weekend. And I was like, oh, I don't want to do the city. I'm like, I just don't. That's one of the reasons why I get the tickets for the Wine Island, right? So we're in Laconia, Meredith area. And then we almost up and went to the casino Saturday night because we're like, oh, with the rain and blah, 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 right? We were just going to hit Encore up because we know somebody. Here's another thing. We know somebody, right? So he would have got us his red card. We would have had a free room. But, like, do we really want to drive 3 hours hungover? Like, I don't, you know? I'm like, let's just stay. So we stayed. And we met a great group of guys. I'll tell you about them because it's important. It's all linked to everyone's weekend too, right? And then we woke up Sunday and we sat at Lake Winnipesaukee. We were going to go sailing. And then Masha's like, I really want a pontoon. And I'm like, well, I don't think they have any pontoons, right? Well, they do normally, but they didn't. So we're like, let's just go to the beach and relax, right? The lake. And then next thing you know, someone hits us up and it's like, I got great tickets for the Red Sox game. And we're like, I really didn't want to go into the city. But we ended up going. We got there like the fourth inning. So by the time we got there, it was amazing because the game really kicked in then, right? So we had a fantastic time. Talk about like nostalgia. I have fun going to games per se, watching them, right? But not necessarily watching them on TV, not baseball really. But what a terrific weekend. And how it all panned out. Oh, I think that was Mia. So we ran into these 4 guys, right? It was a meant to be like situation. There was no case, no question. So they were all retired military, right? They got lost. Their GPS got lost by like a far distance, and we ended up just like, oh, we're gonna go sit at the bar outside, right near the lake. So we started having a great conversation with them. We got Love in a Tower right here. We started having a great conversation with them, but they were really bent out of shape because they were like older and but they looked great, right? They just got done climbing Mount Washington. So that was fun. There was a reason for all that too. Um, Everyone kind of took care of us all weekend, which was nice. You know, I paid the bill here and there. I'm like, you buying us all drinks? I'm like, but I'll get one round. You know. But it was a very materialistic weekend with no intentions on going. Like I knew we were obviously going to spend money that weekend, me and the girls, right? But actually, just me and Marsh, and everybody just paid our way, which was nice, which is sweet. And then like with the concert, like because we could have went to the casino for free, right? Still probably would end up spending money, but it was the weekend just flowed. I think people were like showing off this weekend, and it was just like the energy, right? But in a very sweet way. So like everything that I dealt with and came across, I knew the lessons behind it, right? But it was a good weekend. Oh, I got kissed Friday night. Okay, it was so random and so out of the blue. He was just like was on me when I was like tense around. He was just on me and he kissed me, and I was like, all right, I'll give him a benefit of the doubt, right? I was meshing with him. He slobbered. No, 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 slobbered on me. Okay, I'm talking to the point when the campfire, so your nose runs sometimes. But how are you gonna just up and kiss a girl, right? Like, hey, slobbered, slobbered on me. So gross, so gross, so gross. And then, so gross, grown ass adult, right? And then I was just like, kept my distance, like, hey, that was nice of you. I just don't feel that connection, right? So that was the end of that one. Then I got kissed again Saturday night, okay? And I'm like, do I have just like kiss me on my forehead? Like, who does that? Like, when you're not like, you gotta be meshing, right? But that's how crazy it was. Like, I don't give that vibe off like that, like easy or anything like that. So I was just like, crazy ass fucking weekend. So I just kept my distance from a lot of people after all that kind of started going down. It's been a fun weekend, though. I'm not gonna lie to you. But that's how random my weekend was, right? And then not wanting to go in the city ended up wrapping up the whole weekend in the city. We had a lot of fun. So I imagine you guys, right? Oh yeah, I didn't even expect any of it to just come at me like that. I'm a people person, right? But when to have boundaries and when not to have boundaries, and um, I had a good weekend. So I'm guessing your weekend kind of flowed like that too. I'm hoping, right? But so I just realized, like, as a collective's point of view, it was people worried about their age, money, always bringing money up. And you know me, when it comes to money, it's like this one's like, this one has this one has that one, this one has this one's got a boat. But I don't even think they did it like intentionally, right? I don't think they did like to show off like that, but like me being who I am and what I do for a living, realizing that this energy is here, right? Because think about it, like they would have got us into the casino free for the night, freaking $500 rooms, right? And then the game, it's season ticket holder, like we were in like the clubhouse, free beer, free food, VIP packing, so it was a little bit like to them it was like a show off, but me and Marsh were like, wow, we can flow, like we were taken care of. You know what I mean? Which is nice to be taken care of like that. So I think that's kind of how it went down, because every once in a while it's nice to be pampered, right? Especially when you don't expect it. So that was sweet. So I hope you guys experience some things like that. I don't party like that. I kind of took that a little adulting. Easy to party when you live with your parents. I've been paying my bills for a very long time, girlfriend. I don't know how you met that, but I don't like that you wrote it like that. And I'm not a huge partier, but when I do, I party. So apparently there's some. That was another thing I forgot to mention, the jealousy, because I felt that this weekend too, right? But don't come at me like that, please. And no matter how much I party or what I do with my money, I work hard. I work very hard for my money and support my 4 children through college. Not to mention, I just put my kids. You take care of yourself too. See you later, Gator. If that's the case. See, so we got some jealousy, but I didn't intend to make anyone jealous. So see what I'm saying? Like this is what I'm talking about, right? Like we went to retreat and it was a nice retreat and we got taken care of and we got pampered. It was nice. And my parents are very supportive, but they don't pay my bills. Period. End of discussion. Wouldn't it be nice though? Wouldn't it be nice? Why don't we just get rid of her? Well, Mama, why don't you take care of that for me, please? Oh, I had a great time. I had a great time. Thank you. Oh, you live with your parents? Yep. How do you know I'm not here to take care of my parents? Right? Like what? Naysayers. What are you gonna do? But I hope you guys had a good weekend like that too. And if you don't, I'm sure that energy is coming at you soon. Right? It's either a little before, a little after. And it's not even about you, even if you don't look at it like, oh, being pampered and people spoiling you and doing stuff like that. Look at it like if your weekend flowed, it's almost like you're being spoiled by energy. Right? So I really hope you guys had a good weekend. But I figured I'd share some funny stories. It was nice. Yeah, it's just the way she came off, right? It was just like, obviously she hasn't been part of our channel for a while, which is fine. Aquamoon's been great, right? It really has. It's nice. It's nice. So let's see what we're looking at for the week, and we'll discuss it from there. Kick rocks. Yeah, kick rocks. It won't stay with me. It just caught me off guard. It probably didn't. It probably was. It was so on purpose too, if you think about it, because that was the one thing that I had picked up on and didn't bring up. All right. So if you guys went through that yourselves, I'm trying to think like where you would be at in your life. Because I always think like, oh, I don't really have a jealous body, but like I'm not a jealous person, but like I can think about something and be like, oh, it's kind of mine. Go away. But that only happens when it's happening in front of me. And normally I'd be the type where I'm like, oh, you know, I'm flattered. He or she's with me, blah, 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 blah. Like, you know, so I think it's just the energy of like, when's things going to come back around and you're feeling certain things in certain ways and being guided to do this and being guided to do that, right? That type of stuff. But just because you're guided to do something, make sure at the end of the day, you can handle what you're being asked to do without it like bugging you out. Like say you're guided to like hit up a twin or hit up an ex, right? And you really feel like you're being guided, but you don't get a response. Make sure when you go, and we've talked about that before, make sure when you go into things like that, whether you get a good outcome or not, it was done with good intent, right? And knowing, you know, hey, if that person can help you out with something, great. If not, that's okay too. Make sure you always have that attitude too. Then that you kind of know, you should know where you're at when you get that type of thing, right? So I even reached out for somebody this weekend for some help with something that I know that person can help. So I'm still hoping that he hits me up with that too. But I also know if he doesn't, it's okay. right? It's just not. I'll find it elsewhere. So I don't know what that's about either. But just make sure, before you do something like that, because we all go back and forth with things, right? Feelings, thoughts, feel like you're being guided. And a lot of times, guys, especially with science synchronicity, is you can put them together and it's like, all right, we're being guided. But like, if it's not coming together and there's not two, one's not being guided on their ends, then you let it go, right? And then whatever you need that help with, somebody will come along and give you what that is that you needed from someone else. Whether it's a need or a want, it depends on what you're needing. Like mine wasn't, I need you like that, right? It was more like, I'm hoping that you can help me with this one thing that I know you can, right? So just be smart. Just be smart, guys, right? Because we all know with the weekend energy the last couple weekends, when it's said and done, because I was like looking at that energy for weeks and I was like, oh, that like hit me a little bit. Like, I get it, right? But I also feel like with the Leo, the Virgo, like all that stuff, all my nails, the color, yeah, I just got them done. They're pretty. It's like your propensity, right? So, but you see it come out in different ways. So say like, for example, for my newbies, like I tell people all the time, we're the same propensities. Like I'm a Cancer, but a majority of the time, my energy is more of like a Sag or a Leo, depending on the situation, right? So everyday life, do. I don't really relate with my Cappy anymore, believe it or not. But I can see all propensities within my chart, and I got a Cappy moon, and you think you would because it rules your emotions, right? But not if you're in strong elements that aren't your normal elements, right? So I have a lot of air in my chart. I got like 4 placements of Gemini. And I notice sometimes like you think you would be in like a Pisces, or you think you would be, no, it's the Gemini, right? So that's why I say to like watch all signs. Like you can relate, especially with people you've been watching for a long time, especially with me. And guys, we're gonna timestamp this. I know people are jumping on, and you're not. We're good, right? We'll timestamp it though. But especially watching Natalie, if you were to watch all of hers, you would realize every single story like mine meshes. It's where, because you're every single propensity in your chart, you work with them every day, every other week. You are all of that stuff. You don't constantly just stay in one. It doesn't work that way. Especially when the planets are moving and shifting, right? So everyone's at where they're exactly supposed to be. So think of like where you're at, why something's working out or why something's not working out. Like don't overthink it, right? But it is really important to do a chart, and I wish I had done it. I'd love to go back. I mean, I have journals, but of like my love affair with my situation, which will be in a book one day. um, but you guys got the gist of the whole story anyway. But personal stuff where it hurts for me to even go back and look at. But I really wish like I had wrote like the energy felt like this week. You don't have to do it like every single day, but like once a week or like when you have time, like catch up in your journal. Like I went through this weekend because I remember exactly what I went through this weekend a year ago with a friend, and the energy this year was completely different. But the year before, it was kind of the same because all the same planets and all that. It was a traumatic weekend, so with her, so I can remember that type of stuff. But like I really feel like I was in a cycle for a good 4 years, maybe even 5. So it was like the same thing, and now I'm out of the cycle, right? So, and now I know for even more damn sure, according to this weekend, like it was like, oh, thank God, right? Yeah, I'm gonna get to the reading, sweetie. So if you can, journal it down, you know. So, and it good. It can help you. Then you realize, what if you're more mental that time of week, you're working more with air energy, and then you can figure out your placements more. If you're really into what it is you're doing and you really want to learn how to work with the placements and the planets and the elements, and you can't really go wrong there, right? Because they're constantly always moving. So we have the Hermit and we have the Three of Water. This is some type of. All right, so we started. So we're gonna time stamp it for 21 minutes. But I haven't caught up with you guys in a little while, Yeah, I mean, they can definitely be in their Virgo energy for sure. Don't get me wrong, absolutely. But you'll be surprised on, I think, how much you relate to other zodiacs if you will go to listen and be like, oh, let me just think about what Court's saying for a minute, and go watch where, your Pluto is right now, where your Pluto sits, and your Saturn, and wrapping up things, and you're going to relate to that to a T, especially your Midhaven. Madonna's coming to me. Something with the key. Kitty, something with a lonely heart. That's not Madonna. But Madonna just came to me with this one. Let me see if I can figure it out. I don't... Let me see. Let me just pull some. Now we got the Messenger of Earth. I'll show you guys in a minute. I just want to pull them all on the board real quick to see the story. Yeah, you can still purchase that, the 4444. Yeah. Just make sure when you're purchasing them, you're sending me your date of birth too, okay? Yeah, see, there's something here with the Hermit and the High Priestess. The Hermit's definitely Virgo and Pisces energy right now meshing, but it could be within your own chart. You could have Virgo in your 9th house. You can have, Pisces in your 2nd house. Looks like there's like a reunion, some type of message next to the 10 of air. But the 10, it's over, you're back at a 1, right? So like, that's how, like I was explaining with the message. So even at a 1, it's a new chapter, it's a new cycle. So if it comes out and you get that message back, or if somebody works with you, or however it goes down for you, whether they get back to you or not, it's still a good sign because you're back to a 10. The cycle's over, right? Especially if you're a Virgo, you're about to wrap something up and choose a new direction. And when you do choose that new direction, you definitely got to use your instincts, your guts. It's like picking a path, no choice. It's just really like, where do I want to be in life, which takes some time, which why I think it could be linked to it's soul searching too, but doing your research, like, what's this town offer, and is it a good school district, especially if you have children, like stuff like that. But this is ironic because with this sitting the way it's sitting, it's almost like you're not expecting anything per se. You're just expecting to move forward. So this is a completion of something. Not necessarily with a person. And obviously there still looks like there's a reconciliation coming in, right? But like, this could be you meeting your soul group too. Like I just explained over the weekend, everyone meets everyone for a reason, right? And you got the Three of Water, so you're all hanging out, you're having a good time, exchanging messages back and forth. You can trust the situation. Your gut is telling you. So it's ironic because it's like, why did this card come out? Because I would have appreciated a different card because I already told you about your crossroad, right? Like, because I just broke that down to you already. But it looks like someone's coming towards the Queen of Fire, or you're in the energy of the Queen of Fire. Fire and earth energy. Going in a new direction. Could have sworn I just heard something about Casablanca too, if somebody connects with Casablanca, however you want to say it. But like, there's that fiery Sag energy that could have sent a message, you know, but regardless, this could be a messenger of just you guys' message. Like, it's a wrap, the Ten of Air, it's done, it's a new cycle. Especially if Virgo, it's being wrapped up, you're stepping into something new, which is nice. If you're Pisces, same thing. But remember, we have all propensity, and I will clarify. So right now, you guys' energy is either, you know, Pisces, Sag, Virgo energy. Virgo twice, actually, with the messenger of Earth. Making soul decisions. Someone holds the key to your hat, though. Does anyone know how that song goes? What is it? Owner of a lonely hat. Owner of a lonely hat. And that's even if it's loner. Or owner. I don't know that song. But that's definitely a song. It's definitely a Madonna song here too. Yeah, it's from the 80s. Owner of a broken heart. Okay. So I don't know what's up with that. So now you have the 10 of water under the 10 of air. See what I'm saying? Like a 10-10, a void is open. It looks like you're gonna get a message back if you message somebody eventually. Or it will be this fresh energy of, you know, something fresh coming in. But this is only if you're in a part of your life where you're happy, like you'd be content. So this week looks good. This Virgo could be linked to work, but not quite sure yet. If this is a love connection and you're working with a Virgo, Pisces, Sag, Leo, and I would just don't know what it's linked to. Somebody's happy they got a message, or somebody's happy in life and sent a message. You got two messengers on the board. I think you guys are in your Virgo energy and your Leo energy, which makes sense because I just said that, man. So it's like, it's still here. You're working with it for a little while longer. And I think when you meet up with this person, because this reminds me of a meetup. So I think when you meet up with this person, or if you met someone, those are the energies that you're going to be in. So say you're even a Cancer or you're an Aquarius. One's in the energy of Virgo and the other one's in the energy of Pisces when you come together. Or Pisces, Sag. It's something like that for sure. There's no question. You're not even going to be in your own element, like not the one you think you would be in when this new start kicks in. Tell me about the Hermit. I love this card. Buddha, 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 Buddha. Booty rocking everywhere. Little Buddhas rocking everywhere. Tell me about the Hermit. Try to keep like you got temperance. So there's that Sag energy again with double Sag. But like could be a doctor, could be you and your Virgo energy and you're a healer. Or you're dealing with a Virgo or a Sag and it's gonna require patience. You could be dealing with a Sag and it is that always reminds me of like the Two of Cups, right? But could be a reconciliation too, sitting next to the Three of Water. Tell me about the Three of Water. So you're not as guarded. So I guess you're probably out and about, or they're saying there's no need to guard yourself. There's no need to be so guarded with what's happening. Or if you're a friend guarding someone else, it's like, mind your business. Something was definitely guided. How many of you met someone over the weekend? Even like in a friendly way, right? There's something here. If it hasn't happened and it's meant for that to happen to you, it will. So there's a few of you. Tell me about this messenger of earth. I think some of you finally put your guard down, which is beautiful, right? Because it's like, yeah, see, it's like, so now you got the Chariot, moving past things that no longer served you, moving forward, like things are moving. So some of you could obviously just bought a new car too and you're out driving around having a great time. But, or this is your teenager in the car driving around the beach, going around the strip 10 times, blasting their freaking music, doing exactly what you used to do growing up. Okay? Which is fine. I don't see any danger. All right? But like, just, there's that. But, maybe they got like a little citation. But I also do feel like this could be drinking and driving for someone, which wouldn't be too smart, obviously. Tell me about the Chariot. Got the King of Swords. So it could be an Aquarian energy. I don't know. Or because you got an Aquarian energy that's looks like they're about to deliver a message. But see what I'm saying? Like, for example, I delivered a message to somebody I needed help with. I can be in this Aquarian energy, right? Because they rule communication and I wanted to communicate something. So it doesn't necessarily have to be an Aquarian coming at you, because this would be them walking to their happiness to balance out a situation. Now, could that happen and they're about to deliver and respond to a message? Yeah, that can go down that way too, right? But that's why I need you guys to look at, you have every propensity in your chart. You're moving away from what no longer serves you. Your guard, you let your guard down. Which I think is beautiful, right? So it looks like there's either a Cancer going towards, or you're going towards an Aquarius or vice versa, or what you're working with right this second is Cancer and Aquarius energy. Because this Aquarius energy is going towards their happiness. And if they delivered a message, then that's where that person's happiness is, I guess, at that time, or knowing that this person can help get them out of a rough situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, it looks like it was guided too, because you went from the 10 of 10-10, there's a void open, there's a chance for happiness. You know, it might not happen like right off the rip or whatnot, but like knowing, you know, Do I really want to message somebody knowing it's completely over? Because that's exactly what happened. It looks like the feminine could even have done it, or vice versa, especially if you're in the same sex relationship, because it's two women. But or you're gonna get a message or receive one or not return one. It's something like that for sure. So it's almost like you went ahead and messaged knowing that there was something that was completely dead and over. But you also know whomever stepped into your life or vice versa, you do have that opportunity. The opportunity is there for them to help. It almost reminds me of like sleepless nights, a ton of air, right? It's like that meditative energy is, and I'm just picking up on it. Like it's that meditative energy, like, oh, like a weight is lifted. Like someone can help you lift a weight, right? So someone could be coming in to help you, whether you're aware of it or not. You could get a message out of the blue from somebody, or you can meet someone brand new, and you went from that energy straight to the 10, right? So I still think for some of you that didn't hear back, there's a good chance you might, because the messenger of fire was delivered right after the 10 of water. I should probably get that. I'll call him back. Just as Massachusetts, but I know it's probably linked to work. But so knowing something's over for something to begin, and when it does begin, you're going to be happy. And apparently you guys must be on the same page with something, because you got 2 pages, even though you got a queen and a king here too, and higher arcana, because of course you could be a high priestess or Sag energy. You got 2 Sag energy on my board. So it's like there's something fire, there's passion, there's desire. We saw that coming anyway. Tell me about this messenger Earth. So yeah, it's like almost like you could even message an Aries, but they're still in the 10 of air energy if that's the case. Like not taking action, not content. But it's almost like you gave a message with something that happens with your everyday life. But to me, it's like you put the weight down, right? Like even knowing it was over, the weight is down for you to have new. You're going towards new. You're going towards happiness. There's something here. Like you're about to mesh with somebody you really connect with. You could have walked away from them and you think, oh, I hear them again. I'll never hear from this one again. Like, you know what I'm saying? And like made beautiful connections, but don't have phone numbers. It went down purposely that way, right? Because it was like an in and out situation. So there had to have been something you realized, like I realized how I was pampered. Like there's some realization here. Tell me about the 10 of air. So there's something coming together though. Yeah, see, it's like rested, or it's even meditative mode. Like you're meditating, or you laid the weight down. You've healed from a situation. You're going towards your happy, whether you hear from somebody or not. But like I said, and that's 10, 10, 10. It's even more amplified. This is a tremendous change for someone. Once again, though, there's a chance someone can be in the hospital. Shit. Especially with that tower there. It's like someone doesn't want to make a decision. So you're probably not going to get a message back. For those who got a message and reached out, some of you will get a message back and some of you won't. But I think you're fine either way. Some of you, there's a connection in the city. And that's clear as day, because I relate the sicko sign to Boston. And I know it's like the third eye, right? It's the pyramid. but it's on the chest again. And I just didn't even recognize it until now because it brought me up to the baseball game that I just went to, and then it's the sicko sign in the city. So you might be going in and out of the city to visit a hospital or to go visit somebody. It makes sense. You know, a lot of hospitals are in the city. Or there's a connection with you in the city. So say you live in the country or the suburbs, or, you know, especially with the Virgo energy, like it's almost like your energy, you might benefit from having that type of energy. I know I'm bouncing all over the place. There's so many channeled message here. It's crazy. Tell me about the Four of Swords. I gotta find out if you're dealing with it's a Page of Wands. So see what I'm saying with the Three of Cups. So, and you got the Wands, Messenger of Fire twice now. So it's okay, right? So there was a chapter that, you know, closed for sure. You're about to start you're about to start a new one, and it looks like it's gonna be with a Virgo or a Sag energy, or Cancer or Aquarius. Man, they're everywhere here. Pisces. You got every element. Earth, wind, fire, water. It's either going to be with them or someone else. Tell me about the High Priestess. Someone's working with the Pisces energy big time. I'm thinking it's like just your intuition, right? But see, it's all about your emotions, stressed out. So you have a Pisces here. So whoever you have this connection with, someone's hurting. Someone can't sleep, or someone's hurting, or somebody doesn't want to respond to someone because they're hurting, whether it has to do with you or not. They're stressed out. Do I respond? Do I not respond? Do I open the door? You know what I mean? It's like, I know if I open the door, it opens that path. So you're dealing with someone who's smart, logical, especially if they're the King of Swords. It's a 14, so it's a 5, so there's change needed there. But that change is coming in. Or something's going to be provoked again. Just might not be the right time for some of you. Tell me about the Three of Hearts. Three of Swords. Sorry, troops. It's just ruled to your emotions, right? I don't see ego here like that. Oh, well, that's an ego card for me. But it's almost like, I don't think it's time for someone with something. I'm not going to lie to you, with the page being reversed here. It talks about time. I think somebody's ego's in the way. Or, no, I don't really feel it like that. I think someone's hurting. If you're hurting, you're going towards your happiness. Tell me about the Nine of Cups. Let's just make sure. Let me see what this is. Like wishes, dreams, because you got two nines sitting on, and these are both cards of sleeping and dreaming, right? Kind of wanted to come out, kind of didn't. It was Justice. I don't know what that is yet. Oh, I think it's linked to your ego. Pride. It's the Queen of Wands, and she looked reversed. But she's looking at this Queen of Wands. Some of you are definitely same sex. And you're coming in strong. Like your aura is like popping if you're a same sex relationship right now. But this could be, you know, the masculine being in feminine energy too right now. So you're both coming in with feminine energy. You might need to have some sincerity, but let me figure out what this is real quick. It's like, I don't think, because it's a he here, I don't think he's necessarily being snotty. You know who each other are, though. There's no question. You're both kind of looking at each other. Some of you might know a Guadalupe. I don't know what that's about. Isn't that a woman's name? I don't know. I don't know. I had a friend, Loopy. But I think they called him Loopy because he was a little loopy. But I think his mother was a Guadalupe. I don't know. I don't know what that's about. Obviously something for you guys, right? But that song just came to me again. Owner of a lonely heart. And it makes sense. So there's loneliness. There's loneliness here on her end or his end or on both ends. And if you ask me, there's loneliness on both ends because temperance is above and the temperance is the two of cups to me. And it's something's going to be tempered and balanced, right? It looks like there's going to be a reconciliation between a Cancer and an Aquarius because it's sitting on top of the Three of Water. However, it goes down for you. But I think the two of you are lonely. Even if you don't think you're lonely, at night you're waking up because you're actually lonely. But this is like dreams are about to come true. It sounds so corny, right? Like when you wish upon a star. Like this mama's about to have like a dream come true. But I'm not going to say it's necessarily, it is linked to him, but it wouldn't be, it's in due time. I think the two of you have to discover something that has not yet been discovered. And it's linked to something. It's like the whole reason why you guys went together anyways. It's very bizarre on what I'm picking up on. I know they want me to keep going. I don't think they really want me to read into it like that. Tell me about the Two of Fire. So, yeah, I think the two of these people, an Aquarius or a Sag or Cancer plays factor there too, or Virgo, and the two of you are lonely. So before you can move forward, there's a lesson come back around. See what I'm saying? Like you didn't learn something. It's not that you didn't learn. It's coming right at the Queen of Wands. You're either dealing with a strong sitting above the Cancer and the Aquarius, you know, or this person's coming at you with Aquarius, Cancer energy. But there's a lesson coming right around to this mama again. A test, a lesson. Someone, like, be real careful you don't feel restricted. This could be your own test with somebody not even coming back in, and say you message someone and they're testing your own patience, they're testing your own strength, they're testing how you communicate, they're testing if you go overboard, right? So it really depends on who you are, and especially with these two messages, there had to have been a message delivered. And the Hermit does do a review. The Hermit is like an ascended master and angel. It is someone where you would get tested, actually. Can you let go of the broken heart? Can you let go of the pain? Can you let go of what went down wrong? Can you move forward? Because something's coming at you. There's a reconciliation coming at you, clear as day, with somebody you know. Even if you just met someone brand new and you're happy and you're bubbly, it's not that person. You're going to choose the past. You're going to let your soul decide. And there's a lot of power between you guys' souls. It's almost heart aching. Tell me about the Queen of Fire. It's almost like someone who didn't learn that lesson, though, with the Eight of Swords there, is feeling restricted. Like, oh, do I do it? Do I not do it? Do I wake something up? So you're dealing with somebody who, and it's the King of Pence reversed, right? But it's like, it is reversed, even though they're saying don't take it reversed. I don't really roll that way. I mean, I do and don't. To me, with the Queen of Fire, she's confident. She's not putting energy into something, or She's about to put energy into something, but she's probably like, shit, what did I just do? Like, something was done. Did I just awaken something? Like, did I just wake up Sleeping Beauty? And now Sleeping Beauty's like, hey, I'm coming to get you, Romeo and frickin' Juliet over here. There is quite the frickin' love story on my board without it even being told. Even from a distance, you guys have been connecting the whole entire time. And I hate to say that to you, but it's the truth. With whatever this is, it could be with a child that's not speaking with you. It doesn't necessarily need to be a lover, but chances are it is. Or it's just a soulmate relationship, besties. So you're going to have to decide whether or not, but I think if you sent the message, you would have already decided. You already had enough confidence. You already have what it takes. Maybe it's just saying you're not going to wait around. You're not going to wait around forever. Been there, done that, got myself out of that lesson. Right? We talked about that in the beginning too. But if you were borderline unstable, I don't think you would have even sent a message. For what I'm seeing, if you are unstable right now sending messages, then you haven't learned a lesson. And this will not come in. And I'm talking not just, oh, I had a rotten weekend, I'm unstable. You'd be unstable for months now. Or somebody is unstable or was unstable, their emotions were unstable when it came to you because they didn't know how to place them, or vice versa. I don't think the two of you know how to place your feelings for each other. I know it might sound strange to some of you, but it's almost like your guard was up. Now your guard's down because you know you're moving forward with or without. So if you ask me, it would probably be good timing for vulnerability to kick in. I think that vulnerability already kicked in over the weekend, though. It's just a matter of it, however it works for you. Tell me about the Ten of Water. And it's the Hermit. So this Hermit is going to bring happiness and balance. See what I'm saying? Like, there's going to be a reconciliation that's going to cause a Ten of Water. I don't know if somebody sent a message to get it going, and it wouldn't have been to get it going on purpose. Like, this is meditation. This is thinking things through. This is, somebody had a lot of anxiety to even reach out to somebody to be like, I kind of need your help here. So we actually have an energy of a young person, male or female, going towards a hermit type energy. Virgo still plays a very big part here. Virgo, Sag, Cancer, Aquarius. This is to get some balance. Like, you open the door to something. But I knew that with the 10-10, that the door was open. But you didn't purposely open the door to keep something open. It was guided. So if this person doesn't get back to you, I think they will in due time. Like, don't panic. Like, if you're resonating with this person in due time will get back to you. It could be 10 days. It could be 10 months, guys. I don't know. Maybe somebody, hate hearing the 10 months, but like, maybe they can't partake right now and it might take 10 months. So in the meantime, I hope you're doing you, especially if you're struggling. You would probably have a 10-month cycle or another 7 to 9 month cycle. It just depends on where you're at in your cycle. Or this person just went through that, or you did, because you got 10, 10, 10. Like, it should be clear as day. Something should be clear as day. It's just, how do you go about it? How do you talk about it? Some of you, you're dealing with a dentist, a nurse, a doctor, a police officer, a fireman, someone in uniform, a lawyer, suit and tie. And others of you, it's the medical field. And others of you, it's just who you are. It doesn't matter. But I kind of see that clear as day. Tell me about this messenger of fire. So it's almost like that's it. I don't know if you delivered a message and it made someone feel happy, or it made them feel like, oh shit, like I think I really need to soul search. I think I really need to help, but I don't know how or what, or you're dealing with somebody where you guys have a connection, like a telepathic thing. And I know you don't want to hear this either, but they're going to help you that way, and you're probably like, fuck that. But if they can, then let them. But if you ask me, this is somebody who's got anxiety. I mean, the Hermit came out again on top of the Ten of Swords and the Four of Swords. That's a red flag. You could have a friend that's drinking too much or needs to be admitted into the hospital. You gotta be mad enough to use your place and say, you got a bed? You have an open bed? Then I hope you're smart enough to do that. Someone's in the hospital. Well, someone's about to be in the hospital. I don't know what this is. You're having dreams of somebody in a hospital, car accident, drinking and driving. I'm definitely not trying to like freak you out. I don't see death, all right, but you never know. Not you never know. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Not like you never know. Like, I don't see death. And I don't prefer to predict death, but if I see it, I would definitely tell you. I'm not that person that would be like, no, if it's clear as day, it's clear as day. But I'm trying to see if I can figure this one out real quick, but I gotta word it the right way, so hold on. Somebody is already in the hospital. And others of you, obviously, this doesn't even have anything to do with the hospital, right? But for some, for sure.
Grandma and Grandpa a while ago, she told me to tell you whenever you were done with your reading or whatever. She went to go bring the dog to the ground, and Grandma and Grandpa lost them, or I forget what she said.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Love you.
I took the dog upstairs.
Mm-hmm. Others of you, it's just Virgo energy. All right, let me just ask one more question. I gotta word this one the right way too. Someone could be locked up, but I don't think that has much to do with what this is. I think some of you are about to have a new adventure with a Virgo. If someone's in the hospital, just obviously do your best to take care of them. Don't cater, right? But like, someone could be at that hospital could be in the city, like I said, and you're going back and forth. I don't know what that's about. All right, messenger of fire. And that's the high priestess. See what I'm saying? Like, so it's like the high priestess is coming in as fire. So this is my Pisces. You can't sleep. There is something going on with your heart. I don't even think you're aware of it. I'm not even kidding you. It's like you're lonely, but not admitting to being lonely. I don't know what that's about. It's so underlined. And with this messenger of fire, you're dealing with somebody in their Leo, Pisces, Virgo energy. Because it's like somebody delivered a message up here. Could have been that Cancerian. I don't know. There's another Leo energy right there too, twice. Right? And with the messenger of fire is the high priestess. So she's going to get one, or she gave one to the Virgo. But it's like, it's almost like she's giving him a look like, you know better. But I don't know what it's about. I think she's not telling him how she feels. I think the table's turned. Because you have a male energy up here and a female energy. Someone let their guard down. And it's still unknown, or somebody's still like using their intuition on whether or not to message somebody. So if a message didn't come in, it looks like somebody's using their best intuition to get back to somebody. Or it's like, or they don't want to talk about a secret, or secretly you make them happy. But if you ask me, it's like that feminine energy. I still feel like it's the masculine keeping something from the feminine. He's like, ah, oh, fuck. It's almost like he wants to help, but he can't. So I don't know what that's about. I think you're both lonely and don't want to admit it. Like, you can be happy in your life, but you're lonely without each other. Like, you can meet connection after connection, like, if that makes sense. Like, you can meet connection after connection. But, like, you guys' connection is it's special. It's here for a reason right now. It's being guided by the high priestess and the hermit. It's being guided by multiple angels or ascended masters. Like, it's not just one looking out for somebody. So this is the part that's like probably a little confusing for you. There's so much underlying stuff here that they don't want me to like really look in. So I guess because it's not ready to be exposed. Looks like someone hasn't been saying something for a long time. Let me just clarify each major arcana on my board. No, I just want to clarify the hermit and the high priestess, because look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Look at these were the last two cards to come out. The same exact cards were the first two to come out. So it's like, even if there's no communication now, it's coming in. It's the first two out and the first two down. I mean, the first two at the end. Saying like, and it's sitting on top of being stressed out. Could be a health issue. There could be a reconciliation. This has to do with dreams, meditation, a connection. Someone's guard's down, the other one's not. So I don't know if you're the hermit or the high priestess. You can be a man and be a high priestess, and you can be a feminine being a hermit. Obviously, right? So I'm only going to clarify the hermit and the high priestess. And then I'll pull your best advice. Tell me about the hermit real quick. Why is the hermit here? So I want to know what. No, I want to know more about why it's here versus the Six of Air. So that person has a lesson. So somebody, and this looks like there's a lesson coming back around to her too. So again, I don't know who's delivering it, but it says things are looking up. It's the end of a difficult situation, taking a trip. So this might be small travel to go see someone. Okay, that's for the Hermit. So the Hermit's in a lesson, and the depiction on the card is masculine. And the depiction on this card for the High Priestess is a feminine, but it doesn't mean anything. So tell me about the High Priestess. And if you ask me, damn, you're extremely spiritual. Holy shit, you got 4. You got the Queen of Water, which makes sense. I had the Cancerian up here, the 3 of Water, and the Cancer is already sitting on top of the 3 of Water. So the one card that I can't see is a big message for you guys, because we already have that exact combo. The 2 of them flipped already, and I can't see the other one yet. So this is already aligned. It's just a matter of coming in. It's like already placed together. It's ironic. So she looks like the feminine energy, the High Priestess. It's the Queen of Water coming in. You know, it's a new level. Relationship that develops to a new level. Trust your intuition. That's why you're the High Priestess. Care for others and yourself, especially if somebody's in the hospital. Like, something needs to be, see, there's something here too, but it's a celebration. It's a need to have more fun, right? So let's find out what flipped. And it's the Emperor, so it's that Aries type energy. So it looks like the High Priestess is either feminine. So it looks like my High Priestess, right? I'm going to tell you, for my women, you're working with your Pisces, Cancer, Sag, and Leo. My men right now are in the element of Virgo, Aquarius, some Cancer, okay, and Aries. But again, it doesn't matter if you're freaking, it doesn't matter. You're both propensities. See what I'm saying? You're all propensities is what I'm saying. So there's going to be some messaging going back and forth. But it's stressful. And that sucks because who wants stressful messaging? It is what it is though, right? So let's get the best advice for the Hermit. This could be work related to work, love, a child, a love situation. You got 2 of them. You got 2 of Earth and the King of Water. You know, it says open up your heart. And this one, with this advice over here with the Queen, trust. So this one might be the one opening the heart or not. I don't know. But your best advice is to come in as the King of Water, open up your heart. Okay? There's trustworthy situationship here. And you got the 2 of Earth, and that kept being at the bottom of the deck because you want to balance out something. So it's like, there's so much going on in your life, saying just make a damn decision. And the word that came to me is make a goddamn decision. And I don't ever use to me, that's using the Lord's name in vain. Just by saying goddamn, I don't like it, right? I'm just superstition for me. But that's what I heard, like goddamn, like you need to make a decision. Stop considering. How much longer you can consider until your freaking balls droop even further? I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut. So obviously it's been a long time, right? So coming in, they need to balance, right? Let's get the best advice for the High Priestess. And you guys at the bottom of the deck had the 6 of Water with the page. We already knew that. Tell me about the High Priestess, which is coming in as Cancer, Pisces, Sag. So think about it, right? You're using your intuition, yeah. So you got the 2 of Water, a relationship that's going to get closer than you think it is, but you're going to need to forgive. And there's a positive resolution to the conflict. So that's that. I felt that back and forth shit. And she's holding the 4 of Air, right? Like rest, retreat, take a vacation, or you're going to learn how to meditate, because it says meditation provides answers. And I think this mama knows that she needs that right now anyway. But if you ask me, she's not really wanting to see this connection right now. So that's why I'm saying I think you're both hurting. And it's like one's willing to admit it and one's not. I don't know what that's about or why it's happening. But it's clear as day the connection's here. And she's sitting with the 4 of Swords already on top of the 10 of Air. It's like, right? So it's like, time to rest, take a vacation. But I think that one's been, I think there was a rest. And it's saying, like, it's time to have an adventure now. Like, you rested. Your life's about to pick up. Okay. So it's almost like the two of you are being tested. So there had to have been some growth. And you, with the 4 and the 2, you have 2 2s, 2 6s. But regardless of that, guys, there's something very much underlined here. And it's only a matter of time before it comes in and you figure it out. Don't worry about the conflict. Do your best, you know, to not let something get the best of you. But it's a beautiful reading for this week, you know. Looks like the energy of a reconciliation or just very healing energy. To me, it's like you're in a healing energy. Or you're a healer too. But with one being the High Priestess and one being the Virgo, you're both spiritual or you're both religious. So it's you guys' propensity. It's not even spirit bringing it together, even though they're obviously bringing it together, right? But like, you got options. You can have a solid foundation if you want. You know, both of you are. I'm assuming you're going to be activating your heart chakra because these are two very soulful cards. You're both spiritual or both religious, or you both have your own belief. There's no atheist here. There's beliefs on both sides. Okay. It definitely looks like a reconciliation. It looks like it's time to lay shit to rest. And, you know, with the 10-10 here, it leads to the 10 of Cups. So it has potential, right? And you have the 2 of Fire. So it's you guys are going to have to make a decision on whether or not you're going to do this together or not. You know, are you guys going to go to the 10 of Cups, or are you going to pretend that there's something not there? Because there's some pretending. There's some pretending going on, whether you're aware of it or not. And if you guys are just starting to get back together and talking about things, whether it's a love situation or a friendship situation, it's still the same scenario. It's going to take time. I think there's a situation, well, it doesn't even matter. I'll wait till it's on the board. So, if you just started dating somebody or you're with someone else, I wouldn't worry about it. This doesn't mean you guys have to jump into a relationship. See what I'm saying? But like, the connection's strong. You're gonna need to figure it out. And it's rolling back around. Rolling down the river. Something with politics here too. Political standpoints. I don't know. Or you're dealing with a politician. Or you're dealing with somebody who's about to work with a presidential campaign within the next year or so. There's something there. Or maybe you haven't talked to this person since the last presidential campaign. And that's every, 4 years? What has it been? I don't know, I'm just talking to myself now. I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Oh, I gotta get out of the sun. I hope you have a great rest of your day. And I will timestamp within 20 minutes. Love you too. Or if somebody gets to it before me, I think it was like the 21-minute mark. You guys are welcome. I know that read was all over the place. There was so much underlying stuff there. It's like you both work with energy, right? But on totally different. Thanks, guys. And some of you could just be connecting in a different, but don't, thanks, no mama. Don't let it bother you. Keep doing what it is you're doing on an everyday basis and you'll be fine. Don't have expectations. It does look like something's gonna come in, but just because it looks like it's coming in this week does not mean it's coming in this week per se. We've all learned that lesson, right? You're welcome. But I mean, there's definitely a readings. I mean, things coming in. I don't know why I just did that. You might be dealing with somebody who does that a lot. Or maybe they wipe their sweat. I'm not sweating like that. But maybe there's somebody in your life where they're like, oh, my ex-husband used to do that. You'd be like, what are you doing? So that's for one of you guys. Oh my God, I so enjoyed the Red Sox. Are you kidding me? It was so random and so out of the blue. I had a blast. Such nostalgia for me too. And remember, this energy could be vice versa. Just because you're feminine doesn't mean you're not taking on the masculine energy. I'm just reading the card itself, masculine, feminine. I'm reading the propensity on the card. So besides that, like, let me just pull something extremely brief on, like, just a general real quick of something, because I mean, thousands of you are going to watch this. Like, is it possible for a whole bunch of people to reconcile like that all at one time? Absolutely. Or how it's going to go down is somebody brand new. If not somebody from your past, it's going to be somebody brand spanking new, because soul families are coming together. So I guess it is possible. And it does not have to be a love situationship, right? Remember that. Or that could be happening with your child. Just tell me about the week real quick. The weekly report. And don't ask me why I called it the report, right? And I don't know if somebody watches the Drudge Report, because that just came to my head too. And that's political. I don't know what that's about, but got the Ace of Air and the King of Earth. I don't need that many. There's too many. So it's new inspirations, new ideas, seeing the truth of in a situation. It is a very challenging beginning for some of you guys. But with the King of Earth being right here, you know, it is and should be a very successful time. You know, confidently go after what it is you're about to go after, or take a new opportunity if it's offered. It's like having the magic touch right now. It's like the Midas touch, right? It's generosity. It's being professional too. It's being responsible. It's being practical. But it is going to be a challenging week for you guys, whether it's a conversation, whether it's work. We did see the lesson there. We did kind of see a test, but I think you're gonna be just fine. Anything else? I wouldn't worry about it. I didn't see energy like that where it was like, ho, like, you gotta take a step back, like, oh, freak out, like, maybe something a little stressful, but I think the stressful part already happens. Unless communication comes in, you know, that could be stressful, because you do have a challenging beginning. You know, you pulled the World. You're going towards a path towards enlightenment, okay, too. And enjoying life's luxuries, spending alone time or with somebody important, being successful at what it is you do. Got the Page of Water here, so it's going to be an emotional week. It could, like I said too, right? A new person enters your life. A relationship begins a new phase, whether it's the old or the past, or these new psychic abilities are coming in, especially with all this stuff being downloaded. Why am I being guided? Why am I feeling this? Or it's however you want to consume that type of energy. But if you ask me, there's a bigger meaning to look into, not just like, oh, yada, yada, yada. Right? But this talks about a new person too. And you got the High Priestess. So like I said, once again, like, you could have just met somebody, or there's someone brand new's coming in, and it's going to be total deja vu for you, because you're still going to experience everything that we talked about. And that would be releasing something from the past and being able to trust somebody coming in to play a role in your present moment, your future. Don't let the past hold you back if it's not the past either, right? So but it's going down. I don't know what the challenge in New Beginning. If you ask me, that it's some type of soul family, soul connection, something coming together. You either know each other or you don't. You most definitely do from another lifetime. If this is not a soulmate coming back around the corner. Okay? So I think you're fine. I don't see any cards where it's like, you need to make a decision, or you're going to freak out, or you're going to like get in these awful arguments and you're going to start throwing dishes and cracking plates. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't see that type of intensity. I do see some passion. I do see, some hurt. I do see some people not telling people how they truly feel about something, whether it's the two of you or it's just one of you. I do see trust issues. I do see guardedness, but I think that's normal, especially if you guys are already talking about it. It looks like the energy is going to subside, but it looks like it can be successful. So I hope that helps you. I love you too. I don't have enough saliva in my mouth. I know it's going to sound gross. Remember when we were kids, we used to blow bubbles? I don't even have saliva in my mouth like that. I don't know why I'm doing that. I don't know what that means or why that just happened. Maybe you do that. Maybe somebody does this. Maybe it has to do with water, liquid, emotions, right? I have not done that in my mouth since I was a child, right? So you could be blowing bubbles with your kids. Take them outside, go blow bubbles. Could have like a bubble game where you're popping bubbles, or somebody chews a lot of gum. If you're having a conversation, take the damn gum out of your mouth and focus. Don't chomp in someone's face. So I don't know what that's about. I felt it, and then I was like, there's no way I even have enough spit in my mouth to do that. Oh, the drool too. Yeah, I used to be able to do that too. Holy shit. So maybe you guys did that as a kid. I don't know. I used to blow bubbles like that all the time, and my sister would be like, oh my god, that's so gross. And then I would do the whole drool thing. I'm like, you think that's gross? I was a tomboy growing up too. But there's no way I had enough saliva in my mouth to do that, and it still went down. It still went down for you. Okay. So, anywhoosie, see you tomorrow. Does it take talent to do that? I don't know. Does it take talent? I don't know. I don't think that's a talent thing, but it could be. I don't know. You guys try. I don't know what to tell you, but I think you'd already be so familiar with that. It's such an underlined message. Anyone can misconstrue whatever the frig that is. You got me. I don't even know what that is, or why that would even come to me again, besides nostalgia. But it's more than just nostalgia, right? So I don't know what that's about. Or you know what it reminded me of too? Like, is it when you drink too fast? I don't know, bubbles come out of your mouth, your nose? Or like, say you're drinking and you're laughing. No, you wouldn't blow bubbles, you would spit it out. I don't know what that image was I just had. Or somebody just makes you laugh. Maybe someone just needed a laugh. I don't freaking know. I love you. I don't know where that's coming from. Blowing spit bubbles. At least it's better. What was the other? Gleeking? What was that? Gleeking? People doing that all the time. Like, it's like, oh, what are you doing? What did we call that? Gleeking? Oh my god. Remember how gross that was? Geekin? Gleekin? Gross. So gross. So gross. I don't know. Maybe it's just saying you're gonna go back to feeling like a teenager or a kid again, which is great. Right? Just don't be doing gross things. Or just be an adult about the gross things you do and keep it to yourself. All right? I love you guys. Have a fantastic rest of your day and see you tomorrow. Bye.